So most of you have probably seen this background in some of our virtual videos that we've been helping, create with pediatric patients from all over the world via Zoom. So we had to have this set up looking engaging and nice. To be honest, the other side that was out of camera view was just not doing it. It was a lot of wasted space, but now we got some new ideas and we just wanted to streamline it and make it as lean as possible. I had a Zoom meeting with Paul Akers, who's like the king of lean. And anyway, when we were talking over Zoom, he loved the camera quality. And I said, yeah, it's great, but unfortunately, the camera only lasts for so long. So I always have a backup battery on deck. And he was like, backup battery, why don't you just get something that charges it at the same time? I was like, oh my gosh, that's genius. So anyway, what we did was we cheated the system and we hooked up our DSLR camera. So we have a really great image quality with the bokeh effect in the background. You can zoom in. It really ups the production value of a Zoom call, right? And what we do is we have wires in the back, so we have it so it's always charging at all times. So we fixed that huge improvement. We have a speaker system here for when we do loop pedal creations with patients. We have a boom microphone, and this is all just as one honed in piece that clips onto the back of the desk. So it's been super efficient. We have our lighting kit attached to it. We have our iPad, and so we can run our animation programs and everything right here on the desk. Everything is streamlined and it is amazing. And you just run in, turn on the on switch, boom, now you're production ready. And it's just fantastic. And it's saved us tons of time and effort and energy. And yeah, and for those of you who don't know, our whole virtual programming, it won all of Zoom's overall innovation award. So this was super helpful to have this looking, the way it needed to look. So the recent improvements that happened was, this was a desk. Originally it was white. Someone was getting rid of it, and it was a standing desk. And we're like, oh, we could class this up. So with some of the extra flooring that we had, we ended up making that as the desktop. We spray painted it all black. It's on wheels. And so the cool thing is when we decorated all the different walls and designed the different areas, we designed it so that way each wall could be its own different set and background, because we're going to be running a virtual camp. We're going to be doing work in virtual reality and all sorts of stuff that we're going to be doing for cancer patients all over the country in the next couple of months. So we wanted to get this all looking good. So this is the normal background. This is another background wall. You can see in the background here, we have the Kaizen foam, which was a huge improvement when we first moved into the office, so that way we could streamline and see all of our production equipment that when I film these large scale productions, I just have everything all set up right where I need it. When it's out of place, I can see right away I'm missing something and I can fill it. So that has been awesome to help us streamline. Instead of digging around in a crate to find your different cameras, this just made it super simple. We hung the guitars on the wall and the ukuleles, so we have everything easy access. When we're creating songs with patients, I don't want to be fumbling around, because that time span and attention span of a pediatric patient is pretty short, let alone adults. So I want to have everything very fast and very, very smooth and streamlined. And that's exactly what we've done. One of the coolest improvements was we hooked all the wires up underneath, so that way everything is now just running off of one extension cord. So now we're on the go. So this can be even more engaging. We also made this slat wall in the back here, which has been super helpful, because it adds a little bit of depth and dynamic to the wall, right? It gives it some texture. But I just love the improvement of being able to be on the move. I mean, I think that is so cool. This is a whole other area where we built we built like a whole peg wall system that just so we can visualize everything and have it all set up. We have another area over here. We added a shelving unit with a bar on the top, and that bar is used for, we have a green screen, because a lot of the stuff that we do is in green screen and all sorts of stuff like that. So now we have a whole green screen setup that can be easily you just slide it onto there, and then the whole green screen is a whole backdrop, and everything works there. We also used these are from FastCap, and they're these awesome lights, but we use the magnetic strip on them, so that way now they're movable and they can be different set lights and give different dynamics to the space. And the other cool thing is, we have a tiny projector that we have here stationed right underneath the desk that can plug right into a phone. So if we want to project something onto that back wall, either a logo, or if we want to trace something, or we want to, have something in a presentation that we're doing, we can actually have that as an engaging tool that can be used. So it's all about that 2-second improvement, right? And a lot of these have saved us a ton of time and allow us to do what we do very efficiently and effectively. So this has just been great improvements. So thank you, Paul, for some of your tips and tricks, and thank you to Lean community. And yeah, keep coming up with 2-second improvements of your own. Find what bugs you and try to fix it. Because we had a lot of things that bugged us in this space, and now these have been great solutions.